Listen to that wind, Grace. March is coming in like a lion. Grace, you should come over here to see the way the wind is blowing things all over town.
Now, I wonder why I can't get the operator.
I bet the bus will be late.
Oh, bet it won't. Roads are clear up to here. It's ahead they're having trouble. Oh, I can't get the operator. She must have more calls than she can handle.
I bet the bus doesn't have many passengers.
Oh, probably not, but we gotta stay open even if there's only one.
I shouldn't think anyone would want to travel tonight unless he absolutely had to.
Elma, are your folks gonna worry about you, honey?
No, Daddy said before I left home he bet this would happen.
Well, you better come back here and help me, because the bus will be here any minute. We gotta have things ready.
Nights like this, I'm glad I have a home to go to.
Well, I got a home to go to, but there ain't anyone in it.
Where's your husband now, Grace?
How should I know?
Don't you miss him?
No.
If he came walking in right now, wouldn't you be glad to see him?
You ask more questions.
I'm just curious about things, Grace.
Well, kids your age are. I don't know. I'd be happy to see him, I guess. If I knew he wasn't going to stay very long.
Don't you get lonesome, Grace, when you're not working down here?
Sure I do. If I didn't have this restaurant keep me busy, I'd probably go nuts. But sometimes at night, after I take out the garbage and lock the doors and turn off the lights, I get kind of a sick feeling inside, because I sure don't look forward to walking up those stairs and letting myself into an empty apartment.
Well, gee, if you feel that way, why don't you write your husband and tell him to come back?
Because I was just as lonesome when he was here. He wasn't much company, except when we were making love. But making love is one thing, and being lonesome is another. The rest of the time, me and Barton was usually fighting.
I guess my folks get along pretty well.
Oh,
I mean, they really seem to like each other.
I ain't saying all married couple are like me and Barton. Not all. Now, maybe I can get that operator. Quiet as a tomb.
I like working here with you, Grace.
Oh, do ya? I'm glad, because I sure don't know what I'd do without you. Weekends especially.
You know, I dreaded the job at first.
Why? Afraid you wouldn't have enough time for all your boyfriends? Maybe you'd have more boyfriends if you didn't make such good grades. Boys feel kind of embarrassed that they feel a girl is smarter than they are.
What should I do, flunk my courses?
I should say not. You're a good kid and you got good sense. I wish someone would have talked some sense into me when I was your age. But I was a headstrong brat. Had to have my own way. Had my own way, all right. Look at me now. A grass widow running a restaurant, and I'll probably die in this little town and they'll bury me out by the back house.
You girls able to use your phone?
No, Will. Operator don't answer.
That means all the lines are down. You got about time for that Topeka bus, ain't it?
Do now.
You're gonna have to hold them here. I don't know how long. Road's blocked between here and Topeka. Maybe all night getting it cleared.
I was afraid of that.
They got the highway gang out now. Telephone company's trying to get the lines back up. March is coming in like a lion, all right?
Yeah.
Station house is cold, Grace. You got any fresh coffee?
Just ran through, Will, fresh as you could want it.
Storm like this makes me mad.
Oh.
It does. It's like all the elements gone and lost their reason.
Nothing you can do about a wind like that.
Maybe it's just because I'm a sheriff, but I like to see things in order.
Let the wind blow. I just pray to God that he leaves a roof over my head. That's all anyone can do.
Here it is.
Oh, better fill some water glasses. And those donuts are left over from yesterday, but it's all right to serve them. And we got everything we need for sandwiches except for cheese. We got the cheese.
You never got cheese, Grace.
I guess I'm kind of self-centered, Will. I don't much care for cheese myself, so I don't think to order it for anyone else.
I'm glad I'm not traveling on the bus tonight.
Oh, who is driving tonight? This is Carl's night, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes, it is. Now remember, honey, I always serve Carl.
Sure, Grace.
Is there someplace I can hide?
What?
Oh, there's a man on that bus.
Well,
I want to hide.
You,
Oh, I can hide in the powder room. If a tall, legged cowboy comes in, you can just tell him I disappeared.
you can't hide up there. Oh,
It's outside.
yes, it's only a country town.
Well, I can stand anything for 20
Well, I got
minutes.
news for you. The bus might be here all night.
What?
The The roads are blocked. You're gonna have to stay here until it's cleared.
Oh, criminy. What am I gonna do?
Well, I better go tell Carl about the delay.
What am I gonna do? What am I ever gonna do? There's a little hotel down the street. What do you take me for, a millionaire?
What's your trouble, miss?
Are you a policeman?
I'm the local sheriff.
But everyone likes him.
Really? Well, I ain't asking to have no one arrested.
Now, who says I'm gonna arrest anyone? What's your trouble?
I'll need protection.
From what?
There's a man after me. He's a cowboy.
Did you meet him, or did you meet him on the bus?
Oh, no, I met him in Kansas City. Oh, I work at the Blue Dragon nightclub there down by the stockyards. We come in with the annual rodeo. Him and the rest of the cowboys was in the nightclub every night. Every night there was a big fight. The boss says he ain't gonna let cowboys when they come back next year.
Then he followed you on the bus.
He put me on the bus. I'm being abducted.
Abducted? But you took time to pack a suitcase.
I was going somewhere else trying to get away from him. But he picked me up, took me to the bus, and put me on it. There wasn't nothing I could do about it all.
Where's he plan on taking you?
He's got some ranch up in Montana. Says we're gonna get married as soon as we get there.
And you're against it?
I don't want to go to some godforsaken ranch up in Montana.
Well, if this cowboy's really taking you against your will, I suppose I'll have to stop him from it.
You don't know this cowboy. He's mean.
I reckon I can handle it, miss. You just relax. I'll be around most of the night. If there's any trouble, I'll put a stop to it.
You're safe with Will here. Will is very respected around here. He's never lost a fight.
What are you talking about, Elda? Of course I lost a fight. Once.
Grace always says you were invincible.
Now, no one's invincible. A man's got to learn that. And the sooner the better. A good fighter's got to know what it is to get licked. That's what makes the difference between a fighter and a bully.
There's gonna be trouble. I can feel it in my bones.
Ah, this castle hath a pleasant seat.
Could I have my suitcase down the counter so he won't see it when he comes in? I wasn't gonna say anything to him about not going on with him to Montana. I'm just gonna let him think I am till the bus pulls out and he finds I ain't on it. That's the only thing I want to do.
You needn't worry with Will here.
Think so? Looks kind of like Moses, don't he?
He is a very religious man. Would you believe it? He's a deacon in the Congregational Church.
My folks is holy rollers. Can you give me a cup of coffee, please?
Howdy, Carl. Did you bring this wind?
No, they brought me.
Oh, I do the comedian.
We're doing 90 miles an hour. Bus is doing 20. What's your guess about the road, Will?
They got the highway gang out now. It may be a few hours.
Telephone lines down too?
Yeah, but they're working on them.
Driver, it seems to me that we're still in the state of Kansas. Is that right?
What do you mean still? You've been in the state of Kansas about a half hour.
But I don't understand. I was told when I left Kansas City I'd be across the state line immediately, and now I find
It
that.
was kind of anxious to get across that state line too, wasn't you, Jack?
Why, whatever do you mean?
Nothing. Anyway, you crossed the line now. In case you didn't know it, Kansas City is in Missouri.
Are you joking?
There's a Kansas City, Kansas too, but you got on to Kansas City, Missouri. It's the trouble with you Easterners. You don't know anything about anything, part of the country west of the Hudson River.
Come now, don't scold.
Carl, let me take your coat for you.
Thank you, Grace.
Nymph and thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
I'm sorry our bus is held up.
Oh, is that a nice way to greet me?
I mean, hi, my name is...
After my loving greeting, all you can think to say is, I'm sorry your bus is late. Well, I'm not. I'd much rather sit here and look into the innocent blue of your eyes than continue riding on that monotonous bus.
Don't you have to get somewhere?
Well, I have a ticket in my pocket to Denver, but I don't have to get there. I don't have to get anywhere. I travel around from one town to another just to prove I'm free.
The bus probably won't get into Denver for another day.
Oh, well, what's our next stop?
Topeka,
Topeka. That's where the famous hospital is, isn't it?
the Menninger Clinic. Yes, it's a famous place. Lots of movie stars go there for nervous breakdowns and things.
Yes. Does the town offer anything else in the way of diversion?
It's the capital of Kansas. It's almost as big as Kansas City. They have a university and a museum, and sometimes symphony concerts and plays. I go over there every Sunday to visit my married sister.
Aren't there any Indian tribes around that have war dances?
No, silly. We're very civilized.
I'll make my own judgment about that. Meanwhile, you may fix me a double shot of rye whiskey on the rocks.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't sell drinks.
You don't sell drinks.
Not intoxicating drinks. No, sir.
Alas.
Oh, but we do have fresh coffee, homemade pies and donuts, all kinds of sandwiches.
No,
but-
dear girl, you won't sober me up with your dainties. I am prepared for such emergencies. You may give me a bottle of your finest lemon soda.
You better not let Will see you do that.
Who is he, a sheriff?
Yes. Lots of people do spike their drinks and we never say anything, but Will would have to make you stop if he saw you.
I will be most cautious, I promise.
Sure don't envy you, Carl, for driving in weather like this.
Yeah, March is coming in like a lion.
This all the passengers you've got?
Oh, there's a couple of crazy cowboys rolled up in the back seat asleep. Thought I woke them, but I guess I didn't.
Should you go do it now?
I just assume they stayed where they're at. One's a real troublemaker. You know the kind, first time off the ranch, wild as a bronco. He's been on making this little barn over here.
Yeah, she was telling me.
Got a good mind to put him off the bus when he's been acting. I say there's a time and place for everything.
That bus may get snowbound pretty soon.
I'll go wake him in a minute, Will. Just let me have a little time here. You know what, Grace? This is the first time you and I ever had more than 20 minutes together.
So what?
I don't know. I'll probably be here most of the night. Sure be nice to have a nice little apartment to go to. Someplace to sit and listen to the radio with a good-looking woman. Something like you to talk with and maybe have a few beers.
That wouldn't be a hint or anything, would it?
Why? Do you have an apartment like that, Grace?
Yes, I do. But I never told you about it. That Henri Dobson fella tell you I had an apartment over the restaurant.
Dobson? I can't seem to remember anyone named Dobson.
You know him better than I do. He comes through here twice a week with the Southwest bus. He told me you and him get together sometimes in Topeka and paint the town.
Dobson. Oh yeah, I know Dobson. Vern Dobson. A Principal fellow.
Well, if he's been gabbing to you about my apartment, I can tell you, he's only been up there one time when he came in here with a cut hand. And I took him up there to bandage it. That's the only time he's been up there, I swear on my word of honor.
Oh, Vern Dobson speaks very highly of you, Grace. Very highly.
Well, he better. Now, what you gonna have, Carl?
Make it a ham and cheese on rye.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carl, we got no cheese.
What happened? Did the mice get in?
None of your smart remarks.
Okay, make it a ham on rye then.
I'm sorry, Carl, we got no rye either.
I can vouch for that, sir. I just asked for rye myself and was refused.
Look, mister, don't you think you ought to lay off that stuff till you get home and meet the missus?
The missus, did you say? I have no missus, sir. I am free. I can travel the universe with no one to await my arrival anywhere.
That's all I ever get on my bus. Drunks and hoodlums.
How's for whole wheat, Carl?
Make it whole wheat.
Yes, I am free. My third and last wife deserted me several years ago for a ball player.
Your third?
Yes, my third. Getting married is a careless habit I have fallen into. Sometime I really must give it all up. Oh, but she was pretty. She was blonde like the young lady over there. And southern too, or pretended to be. However, she was kinder than the others when we parted. She didn't care about money. All she wanted was new marital bliss with her ball player. So I never had to pay her alimony. As if I could. My second wife was a different type entirely. Oh, but she was pretty too. I have always exercised the most excellent taste, if not the best judgment. She was a student of mine when I was teaching at an Eastern university. Alas, she sued me for divorce on the grounds that I was incontinent and always drunk. I didn't have a chance to resign from that position.
Hey, how much are them donuts?
I'll make you a special price. 2 for a nickel.
Okay.
That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves or none or few do hang upon those boughs.
I never was so cold in my life.
You honestly work in a nightclub?
Sure, I'm a chanteuse. I call myself Cherie.
That's French, isn't it?
I don't know. I just seen the name once and it kind of appealed to me.
It is French. It means, dear one. Oh, is that all the name you use?
Sure, that's all the name you need, like Hildegard. Well, she's a chanteuse too.
Chanteuse means singer.
How come you know so much?
I'm taking French in high school.
Oh, I never got as far as high school. You see, I was the oldest girl left in my family after my sister Violet ran away. When I had 2 sisters, both of them younger, and 5 brothers, most of them older. Boy, was they mean. Well, anyway, I had to quit school when I was 12 to stay home and take care of the house and do the cooking, and I'm a real good cook, honest.
Did you study singing?
Oh, just listening to the radio, seeing movies, trying to put my songs over as good as them people did.
How did you get started in a nightclub?
I won an amateur contest down in Joplin, Missouri. Well, I won the second prize there. A couple of boys won the first prize. They juggled milk bottles. I don't think that's fair, do you? To make an artistic performer compete with jugglers and knife throwers and people like that?
No, I don't.
Well, anyway, the second prize was good enough to get me to Kansas City to enter the contest there. Oh, it was a real big contest. I didn't win anything, but it got me the job at the Blue Dragon.
Is that where you're from, Joplin?
Joplin's a big town. I'm from a little town about 100 miles from there in the Ozarks called River Gulch. I lived there till the floods come 3 years ago and washed us all away.
Gee, that's too bad.
I don't know where any of my folks are now, except my baby sister Nan. They all just separated when the floods come. Well, when I took Nan into Joplin with me, and she got a job as a waitress, and I got a job at Liggett's drugstore until the amateur contest opened.
It must be fun working in a nightclub.
Well, it ain't all roses.
You gonna be here a while, Will?
I reckon.
We'll send them cowboys in here now and leave you to look after them.
I'll do my best.
Tell you something else, Will.
I'll be jiggered.
So you better keep an eye on him too.
You're not coming back, Carl?
To tell the truth, Will, I get so darn stiff sitting behind the wheel all day. I thought I'd go for a long walk.
A blizzard like this? Have you gone crazy?
No, that's just the kind of fellow I am, Will. I like to go for long walks in the rain and snow. Freshens the fellow up. Sometimes I walk for hours.
You do?
Yeah, for hours. Just the kind of fellow I am.
Imagine going out for a walk on a night like this.
It's really very good for one, Will. It really is.
He said he was going to wake him up. Well, that means he'll be in here pretty soon. He won't let on that I said anything about him, will you?
No, cross my heart.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date.
Why, that's one of my favorite sonnets.
It is. Do you read Shakespeare?
I studied him in English class. I loved the sonnets. I memorized some of them myself.
I know them most by heart, and many of the plays I can recite in their entirety, and often have for the amusement and annoyance of my friends.
Last fall, I memorized the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. A boy in class played Romeo, and we presented for convocation one day.
I wish I had been there to see.
Where I went to school, they didn't read no Shakespeare till the 9th grade. In 9th grade, they read Julius Caesar. I only got as far as the 8th, but I seen Marlon Brando in the movie. I sure do like that Marlon Brando.
Madam, where is that locket bar?
I don't understand anything you say, but I sure do love the way you say it.
And I understand everything I say, and privately despise the way I say it.
That's so cute. I had a very nice friend once that recited poetry.
Whatever could have happened to him?
I don't know, but he left town. His name was Mr. Everett Brubaker. He sold second-hand cars at the corner of 8th and Wyandotte. Oh, he had this lovely Pontiac car with the top down. He talked nice. But I guess he wasn't any nicer than any of the others.
The others?
Well, you meet quite a few men at the place I work at. Blue Dragon nightclub down my stockyard. Ever hear of it?
No, and I deeply regret the fact.
You're just saying that. Educated men like you wouldn't have no use for the Blue Dragon.
I wouldn't.
Hey, why didn't anyone wake us up? Virgin Islands pros out there.
Shut the door.
Cherry, I can get off the bus without letting me know. That ain't way to treat the fella you're gonna marry?
Shut the door, cowboy.
There's no way to treat a fella, Cherry. Slip off the bus like you wanted to get rid of him, maybe. Come in here and eat all by yourself? I thought we'd have a little snack together. Sometimes I don't understand you, Cherry.
For the 100th time, my name ain't Cherry.
I can't say it the way you do. What's the matter with Cherry?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Cowboy, we have the decency to shut that door.
What's the matter with you, mister? Afraid of a little fresh air? Well, man, you ought to breathe it in real deep and get your lungs full. That's the trouble with you city people. You get soft. It's the sheriff, Bo. Supposing he is a sheriff, what's that matter to me? Don't give him the right to insult my manners, does it? No one ever had to tell me what to do, did he, Birch?
No, but...
No, my name's Bo Decker. I'm 21 years old, and I own me my own ranch up in Timber Hill, Montana, where I got a fine herd of Hereford cattle and a dozen horses, and the finest sheep, hogs, and chickens anywhere around. And I just got back from a rodeo where I won about every prize there was to win, didn't I, Birch? Yeah, I'm the prize bronco buster and steer roper and bulldogger anywhere around. And what's more, I just had my picture taken by Life magazine. So I'd appreciate you talking to me with a little respect in your voice, mister. Not go hauling orders at me from across the room like I was some no-count servant.
Did you ever see anyone like him?
He was the last one in the door, cowboy, and you left it open. You should have closed it. I don't care who you are. That's all I'm saying.
Door's closed now, mister. What you arguing about? Seems like we're gonna be here a while, Birch. How's for some grub?
Not now, Bo. I'm not hungry.
Well, I'm gonna have you a little snack. Miss, you about 3 hamburgers.
3?
Yep.
How do you want them?
I want them raw.
Honest?
Hey, it's the only way to eat them. Raw, with a thick slice of onion and some pickle in it.
You're sure you're not joking?
Oh, wait a minute, miss. I'll just like me some ham and eggs and some potato salad and a piece of pie. I'm not too particular about what kind of pie it is, just so it's got that meringue on top.
We have lemon and chocolate. They both have meringue.
Lemon chocolate. Not sure which you'd rather have. I like them both. I'll have them both.
Both?
Yeah, instead of quart of milk beside me. I'm still a growing boy. Traveling always picks up my appetite. That all you eating? Some measly donut?
I ain't hungry.
Why not?
Just ain't.
Well, you ought to be.
Well, I ain't.
Just wait till I get you up to the Susie Q. I'll fatten you up. I bet in 2 weeks' time you won't even recognize yourself. Doggone it, I love you, Sharon, just the way you are. You're about the cutest little piece I ever did see. Man, when I walked in that nightclub place and heard you singing my favorite song, standing in front of the orchestra looking like an angel, I said to myself then and there, she's for me. And now I got you. Ain't I, Sharon? Mwah.
Bo, there's people here. They're looking.
So what if they are? No crime to show a little affection, especially when we're gonna get married. No crime I ever heard of.
Stop, Bo, let me be.
That ain't no way to talk to your husband, Sherry.
That's all you've done since we left Kansas City is maul me.
Oh, is that so? Well, certainly ain't one to pester anyone with my affections. I never had to beg no woman to make love to me, did I, Birch? Never had to coax no woman to make love to me, did I?
No.
No. Everywhere I go, I got all the women I want. I gotta fight them to keep them off of me.
Here are the hamburgers. The ham and eggs will take a little longer.
Okay, this'll give me a start.
Gilma, honey, I got the darndest headache.
I'm sorry, Grace.
Do you think you could look after things for a while?
Sure, Grace.
Because the only thing for me to do is go upstairs and lie down for a while. It's the only thing that's going to do me any good at all.
What's the matter, Grace?
Oh, Will, I got a headache that's driving me wild.
Is that so?
You are now the mistress of the inn.
You haven't told me anything about your first wife.
Now, how could I have omitted her?
What was she like?
Oh, she was the loveliest of them all. I do believe she was. We had such an idyllic honeymoon together. A golden month of sunshine and romance in Bermuda. She sued me for divorce on the grounds of mental cruelty and persuaded the judge she should have my house and my motor car and an alimony which I still find difficult to pay, for she never chose to marry again. She found that for all she wanted out of marriage, she didn't have to marry. But perhaps I'm being unkind.
Miss, did you wait on me to lay them eggs?
Oh, I'm sorry, they're ready now.
Them hamburgers was just an orange souffle. Thank you, miss. Doggone. Jerry? Jerry, what did you bring the suitcase in here for? Jerry, I'm asking you a simple question. What did you bring your suitcase in here for?
Don't come near me.
Jerry, what's your suitcase doing there behind the counter? Are you planning on getting away from me? Have you been sitting here planning to get away from me? You've been trying to fool me? That's what you've been trying to do? Tell me. Jerry,
Oh!
I want to know.
Baby!
You need to
Leave the little lady alone, cowboy.
You got no right interfering between me and my fiancé.
Maybe she's your fiancée, and maybe she ain't. You ain't gonna abuse her while I'm here, understand?
Abuse her?
I think you better tell him, miss, just how you feel about things.
What's this critter trying to say, Jerry?
You better tell him, miss.
Bo, don't get mad.
I'll get mad if I feel like. What you two got planned?
Bo, I don't want to go to Montana and marry it.
Oh, you do too.
I do not.
You'll come to like it in time. I promised you would. We've been through all that before.
Bo, I ain't going.
What?
I ain't going. The sheriff here said he'd help me. Ain't gonna let you take me any further. I'm staying here and taking the next bus back to Kansas City.
You ain't gonna do nothing of the kind.
Yes, I am, Bo. You gotta believe me. I ain't going with you. That's final.
But Jerry, we was familiar with each other.
Don't mean you gotta marry me.
Why? I'd take you across my knee and blister your little bottom.
Don't you touch me.
You can't listen to nothing she says, mister. Women folk don't know their own minds. Never did.
Don't you go near me.
You're coming along to Timber Hill, and you're gonna marry up. You just think you wouldn't like it now, because, oh, idea's kind of strange. Never been there before. But in no time at all, you're gonna be happy as a mud hen. Now you're coming along, and I ain't taking no for an answer.
She ain't going with you. She don't want to go. Can't you get that through your skull?
This
Now
ain't
leave
no
her.
business of yours.
It's my business when the little lady comes to me wanting protection.
Is that right, Sheriff? Did you go to the sheriff asking for protection?
Yes. I guess I did.
Why? What do you need protection for from a man that wants to marry you? Cause why? I said I love you, didn't I? You see there? I told her I loved her and I want to marry her. In a world full of crazy people going around trying to kill each other, you ain't got nothing better to do than stand here keeping me from it.
You're overlooking one thing, cowboy.
You're so smart, just tell me what I'm overlooking.
You're overlooking the simple but important fact that the little lady don't love you.
No, Bo, take it easy. Don't blow your lid. He's the sheriff. Now, hold your temper.
That polecat bastard said she didn't love me.
Pay no attention. Come over here and sit down. You gotta think.
Let me
this
be,
over.
Verge.
You don't believe me? Ask her. Ask the little lady if she loves you.
I ain't gonna ask you nothing of the kind.
All right, then take my word for it.
I wouldn't take your word for a cloudy day. I'm telling you, she loves me and I ought to know.
Well, she ain't getting back on that bus with you, and we'll leave it at that. Now take my advice and sit down with your friend over there and play a quiet game of pinochle until that bus gets on its way and takes you with it.
Do as he says, Bo. I think you got the little lady all figured wrong anyway.
Don't you say nothing against her, Verge.
I ain't saying anything against her. I just don't know why you want to marry a gal who says she doesn't love you. That's all. And I kind of doubt she's as good a gal as you think she is. Sit down.
I don't feel like sitting. Let me peek.
What should I do with the ham and eggs?
Just keep them on the stove, miss. You'll have them a little later.
I don't think you'll be bothered anymore, miss. And if you are, my station's right across the road. You can holler.
Thank you very much, I'm sure.
You gonna be all right, Elma?
Yes, well,
All right, I'll check in a little later.
okay, well.
I don't know why, but I always seem to relax more easily when a sheriff leaves the room.
I think it's awfully unfair that people dislike Will just because he's a sheriff.
But you see, too, girl, he stands as a symbol of authority, the most dreaded figures of our time. Policemen, teachers, lawyers, judges, doctors, and I suppose even tax collectors. We take it for granted they're going to punish us for something we didn't do, or did do.
But you said you were a teacher once.
Yes, but not a successful one. I never could stay in one place very long at a time. And I hated having anybody over me, like deans and presidents and department heads. I was never a man who could take orders from anybody without feeling resentment. Right or wrong, I always insisted on having my own way.
What are you gonna do, Verge? You gotta quit depending on me so much, Bo. I don't know what to tell you to do, except to sit and be peaceful.
I can't be peaceful.
Oh, then pace around like a panther and be miserable.
I just can't believe it.
Can't believe what?
Oh, nothing.
Get something on your chest, Bo. You best get it off.
I just never thought a gal might not love me.
And where else did you teach?
My last position was at one of those revolting little progressive colleges in the East, where they offer a curriculum of what they call functional education. Educators, I am sure, have despaired of ever teaching the students anything, so they've decided the second best thing is to try to understand them. Every day we would have a meeting of the entire faculty with whom the students came in any contact, from the president down to the chambermaids. And we'd put our collective heads together and try to figure out why little Jane or little Mary wasn't getting out of her classes what she should. The suggestion that perhaps she wasn't studying was too simple. And if you suggested that perhaps she didn't have the brains for a college education, you were being undemocratic.
You must have disapproved of that college.
My dear girl, I've disapproved of my entire life.
Really?
Yes, but I suppose I couldn't resist living it over again.
Did you resign from that position?
One day I had had enough. I walked blithely into the dean's office and said, "Sir, I graduated magna cum laude from the University of Chicago. I attended Rhodes. I attended Oxford on a Rhodes Scholarship and returned to take my PhD at Harvard, receiving it with the highest of honors. I think I have the right to expect my students to understand me."
What did he say?
Oh, I didn't wait for a response. I walked out the door into the railroad station, where I got a ticket for the farthest place I could think of, which happened to be Las Vegas. I've been traveling ever since. It's a merry way to go to college.
I thought I might teach one day, but you don't make it sound very attractive.
Oh, suit yourself. Don't let me influence you one way or the other. You're a lovely young girl.
Thank you, Dr. Lyman.
Did you tell me you have plans to go to Topeka tomorrow?
You mean today? Yes. I have a ticket to hear the Kansas City Symphony. They come to Topeka every year to give a concert.
And you say you stay there with your sister?
Yes. Then I take an early morning bus back here in time for school Monday. Then after school I come here to work for Grace.
Didn't you say there was a university in Topeka?
Yes, Washburn University.
Washburn University, of course. You know, it just occurs to me that I should stop there and check on some references on a piece of research I'm engaged on.
Oh, I've been to the Washburn Library lots of times.
Really? Perhaps you could take me there.
Well,
I'll arrive in Topeka before you do, and I'll meet your bus.
if you really want me to.
Then you could take me to the library, then perhaps we could have dinner together, and if you'd permit me, perhaps I could take you to the symphony.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, usually older people are too busy to take notice of kids. I just love to.
Then I may depend on it. I have an engagement.
Yes, oh, it'll be lots of fun. I can't wait. Oh,
But dear girl, let us not tell anyone of our plans, shall we?
why not?
Well, you see, I've been married and I'm somewhat older than you, though perhaps not as old as you might take me to be. Anyway, people might not understand.
Oh,
So we'll keep our plans to ourselves, shall we?
okay, if you think best.
I think it does.
That's real pretty, Virgil.
Well, thank you, miss.
Isn't there some other way to get back to Kansas City?
I'm sorry, the bus comes through here from Topeka and it can't get through either until the road's cleared.
I was just getting sort of restless.
Elma, fill this up for me, please.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna go down the highway and see how the men are getting on. Thought they might enjoy a hot coffee.
good idea, Will.
Is everyone behaving?
Of course.
Grace not down yet?
No,
I didn't see Carl outside anywhere either. Suppose something might have happened to him.
I wouldn't worry about him, Will.
I suppose he can take care of himself. Thank you, Elma. Oh, and Elma, if anybody should be wanting me, I won't be gone very long.
That dang sheriff. If it wasn't for him, I'd get cherry right now.
Where would you take her, Bo?
There's a justice of the peace down the street. I can
Oh.
see a sign from the window.
You can't force a gal to marry, you just can't. Now, that sheriff's a stern man, and he'd shoot you in a minute if he saw it was his duty. Why don't you go over to the counter and have yourself a drink, like the professor?
I never did drink. I ain't gonna let no woman drive me to it.
You don't drink, you don't chew, you don't smoke. You ought to have some bad habit you can rely on when things with women go wrong.
Virgil, I hate to sound like some pitiable weakling of a man, but there's been times lately I've been so lonesome, I didn't know what to do with myself.
There's no shame in feeling that way, Bo.
How about you, Virg? You ever get lonesome too?
I quit romancing a long time ago and decided I was just going to take being lonesome for granted.
Wish I could do that. I can't.
Maybe I'm a sap.
Why do you say that?
I don't know why I don't go off to Montana and marry him. Might be a lot better off than I am now.
He says he loves you.
He don't know what love is.
What makes you say that?
All he wants is a girl to throw his arms around and hug and kiss. That's all. The rest of the time, you don't even know I exist.
What made you decide to marry him in the first place?
Yeah, he's very experienced, are you?
I guess not.
I never did decide to marry him. Well, everything was going fine until he brought up that subject. Well, come in one night when I was singing that old Black Magic, one of my best numbers. He liked it so much he jumped up on a chair, put his fingers in his mouth, whistled like a steam engine, and yelled like an Indian. And actually, it made me feel good. Most of the customers at the Blue Dragon was too drunk to pay any attention to my songs.
And you liked him?
I thought he was awful cute.
I think he looks a little like Burt Lancaster, don't you?
Maybe. Anyway, I'd never seen Cowboy before. Well, I've seen him in the movies, of course, but never in the flesh. Anyway, he was so healthy looking. I don't mind admitting I was attracted to him right from the start.
You were?
But it was only what you might call a sexual attraction.
Oh,
The very next morning, Bo wakes up and hollers, "Yippee, we're getting married!" I honestly thought he was crazy, but when I tried to reason with him, he wouldn't listen to a word. He stayed by my side all day long like a shadow. Well, at night he had to go back to the rodeo course, but he was back to Blue Dragon in time for the midnight show. If any other fella claimed to have a date with me, both beat him up.
and you never told him you'd marry him?
No. Bo kept saying all week he and Virg would be by the night the rodeo ended, and we all head up back to Montana together. I knew if I was at Blue Dragon that night, that's what would happen, so I decided to beat it. One of the other girls lived across the river on the farm in Kansas, so she said I could stay with her. So I went to the Blue Dragon the last night and sang for the first show. Well, then I told him I was quitting. I've been wanting to find another job anyway. So I picked up my share of the kitty. Darn it, I had to go and tell him I was taking the midnight bus. And they had to go tell Bo when he came in a little after 11. Paid me $5 to find out. And so I got to the bus station, hadn't even gotten my ticket when here comes Bo and Virg. He just steps up to the ticket window and says, "3 tickets to Montana." There was nothing I could say about it all. And they picked me up to put me on the bus, and I've been on it ever since. Somewhere deep inside me, I thought this long feeling I'm going to end up in Montana.
Tell me something, Virg. We've been together since my folks died, and I always wondered if maybe I didn't spoil your chances of settling down.
No, you never, Bo. I used to tell myself you did, but I was just looking for an excuse.
But you've been looking after me since I was 10.
I could have married up to you.
Was you ever in love?
Once, before I went to work on your daddy's ranch.
Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Did you ask her to marry you?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, there comes a time in a fellow's life, Bo, when he's got to change his way of thinking and doing things.
Well, how do you mean?
I was always kind of uncomfortable around this gal. She was so sweet and kind of refined. I was always afraid I'd say or do the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know how you mean.
I'd get back to the bunkhouse from Courtney, see my buddies sitting around drinking coffee and talking and playing cards. I'd just relax. Felt so much to hold. Didn't want to give it up.
Yeah, I was gonna scare a fella, you know?
Kind of ashamed now.
You are?
Yeah, Bo. Fella can't go through life depending on buddies.
Why don't you like me, Verge?
Well,
Tell me the truth.
maybe you don't go about it right.
Well, what do I do wrong?
Sometimes you seem a little bullheaded and mean.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, how's a fella supposed to act?
I'm no authority, Bo, but seems to me you should be a little more gallant.
Gallant? I'm about as gallant as I know how to be. You're the way Hank and Orville talk about their women when they get back from sojourning in town.
They like to brag, Bo. Don't believe everything Hank and Orville say.
Was there any reason a gal wouldn't go for me as soon as she went for Hank or Orville?
They're a little older than you, Bo. They've learned a little more, and they can be gallant with gals when they want to be.
Well, I ain't gonna pretend,
I can't blame you.
but a gal ought to like me. I can read and write. I'm kind of tidy, and I got good manners, don't I?
I'm no judge, Bo. I'm used to you.
I'm tall and strong. Ain't that what gals like? If I do say so myself, I'm pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Heck, when I get spruced up, I'm just about as good looking as a fella as a girl might hope to see.
I know you are, Bo.
Then hellfire damnation, why don't you come back to the ranch with me?
Gee, if you only loved him.
That'd solve everything, wouldn't it? But I don't. So I just can't see myself going to Montana where I'd never see nobody but him and the cows.
No, if you didn't love him, it would be awfully lonely.
I don't know why I keep expecting myself to fall in love with someone, but I do.
I know I expect to someday.
I'm beginning to seriously wonder if there is the kind of love I have in mind.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm only 19, but I've been going with guys since I was 14.
Honest?
Honey, I almost married a cousin of mine when I was 14, but never would have it.
I never heard of anyone marrying so young.
Down in the Ozarks, we don't waste much time. Anyway, I'm real glad I never married my cousin Malcolm because he turned out real bad, like Patrick predicted. But I sure was crazy about him at the time. I've been losing my head about some guy ever since. Bo's the first one wanted to marry me. It's cousin Malcolm, and actually I'd like to get married and raise a family and all them things, but
Wait, you've never been in love?
maybe I have and I didn't know it. Maybe I don't know what love is. I just gotta feel that regardless of how crazy you are about someone, you gotta feel that he... It's hard to put into words. You gotta feel that he respects you. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I should think so.
I want a guy I can look up to and respect. But I don't want one that'll browbeat me. I don't want a guy to be sweet to me, but I don't want to be treated like a baby. I just gotta feel that whoever I marry has some real regard for me. Apart from all that loving and sex. You know what I mean?
I think so. What are you gonna do when you get back to Kansas City?
I don't know. There's a hillbilly program on one of the radio stations there. I might get a job on it. If not, I'll probably get a job at Liggett's or Walgreens. And I'll probably marry someone whether I think I love them or not. Well, like you consistent I should fall in love. You hear all about love when you're a kid, you just take for granted that such a thing really exists. But you have to find out for yourself and don't. You're all too afraid to tell you.
Maybe you're right, but I hope not.
I hate to go into that cold powder room, but I better not put it off any longer.
defiantly we pursue love. Like it was an inheritance due that we had to wrangle about with angry relatives in order to get our share.
You shouldn't complain. You've had 3 wives.
Don't shame me, I love them all, with passion. At least I thought I did. For a while.
I'm sorry if I sounded sarcastic, Dr. Lyman. I didn't mean to be.
Don't apologize. I'm far too egotistical ever to take offense at anything people say.
You're not egotistical at all.
Oh, believe me, the greatest egos are those which are too egotistical to show just how egotistical they are.
I'm sort of idealistic about things. I like to think that people fall in love and stay that way forever and ever.
Maybe we have lost the ability. Maybe man has passed the stage in his evolution wherein love is possible. Maybe life will continue to become so terrifyingly complex that man's anxiety over his mere survival will render him too miserly to give of himself in any true relation.
You're talking over my head. Anyone can fall in love. I always thought,
But 2 people really in love must give up something of themselves.
yes,
This is the gift men are afraid to make. Sometimes they hold it in their bosoms forever, where it withers and dies. Then they never really know love, only its facsimiles, which they seek over and over again in meaningless repetition.
gee, how do we get onto this subject?
Pay no attention to me, my dear, for whether there is such a thing as love or not, we can always pretend there is. Let us talk instead about our forthcoming trip to Topeka. Will you wear your prettiest dress?
Of course. And if it turns out to be a nice day, I'll wear a new dress Mother got for me for spring. It's a soft rose color with a little lace collar.
You'll look lovely, lovely, I know you will. I hope it doesn't embarrass you that I speak these endearments.
No, it doesn't embarrass me.
I'm glad. Just think of me as a fatherly old fool, will you? And not be troubled that I find such rapturous delight in your sweetness, youth, and innocence. For it is these qualities that I seek to warm my heart as I seek a fire to warm my hands.
Now I am kind of embarrassed. I don't know what to say.
Then say nothing or nudge me and I'll ramble on about the most trivial matters.
Heart's cold.
Virgil, I wish you'd play us another song. I think we all need something to cheer us up.
I'll make you a deal. I'll play if you sing.
Let's do a floor show. Everyone here can do something.
A brilliant idea, straight out of Chaucer. You must read Juliet for me.
Will you play for us, Virgil?
I don't play no jitterbug opera.
No. Will you take part? Please, it won't be fun unless we all do something.
Go on, Bo.
No, I never was no play actor, miss.
You can say the Gettysburg Address.
I ain't gonna say it now.
How about one of your rope tricks? Your rope's out on the bus and I can get it easy enough.
Oh, please, Roaches, we had lots of fun.
No, I ain't gonna get up in front of a lot of strangers and make a fool of myself.
I think he means it, miss.
Shucks.
You could have cooperated a little, Bo.
I got too much on my mind to worry about doing stunts.
Will you sing a song for us, Cherie?
I will for another cup of coffee and a donut.
Sure.
Virgil, can you play for me?
You start me off, I'll pick out the chords.
And you'll read poetry for us, won't you?
I intend to play Romeo opposite your Juliet.
Gee, I don't know if I can remember the lines.
Sometimes one can find Shakespeare on these shelves among the many lurid novels of juvenile delinquents. Ah, here it is, the 4 tragedies of Shakespeare.
That's my seat.
With my compliments.
You can have it. If I read it over a few times, it'll come back. Do you know the balcony scene?
I know it by heart. I could recite it backwards.
I got a costume underneath. Where can I change?
Right over here. There's a mirror right there.
Shines up to you like a kid in the milk.
Gee, costumes and everything.
Can I help it if I'm so darn attractive to women? Oh, shucks, Bo, it don't mean nothing.
Maybe it don't mean nothing to you.
She was just being nice to me because I was playing my guitar. Guitar music's kind of tender and gals seem to like it.
Tender?
Yeah, gals like things to be tender.
They do.
Of course they do.
Fella goes and shows his tender side, and someone comes along and makes a sap at it.
Well, sometimes, Bo, but not always. You gotta take a chance.
Well, he tries to be a decent sort of fella, but I don't know if I'm tender.
Well, I think you are. You know how you feel about deer hunting, you never could do it. You could no more shoot one of those cute little deers with the sad eyes than you could jump at the ball in
Are
oil.
you making fun of me?
No, Bo, I ain't making fun of you. I'm just trying to show you you've got a tender side to your nature like everyone else. That's all.
Suppose I do.
Of course you do.
And how come she don't come over and talk sweet to me like she does to you?
You've got a tender side, Bo, but you don't know how to show it.
I don't.
No, Bo. You don't know how.
How does one go about showing his tender side, Verge?
I'm not so sure as I can tell you.
Will you go first, Virgil?
All right with me, miss.
Okay. Then I'll act as master of the ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace's Diner tonight presents its gala floor show of celebrated artists from all over the world. Our first number tonight is a musical cowboy, Mr. Virgil
Blessing.
Mr. Virgil Blessing, who will entertain you with his guitar.
Give me a home with a buffalo roam and the deer.
Jared, I think you misjudged me.
Don't you come back here. I'm getting ready.
I think you got me all wrong.
Shh, the show's starting.
Jerry, I'm really a very tender person. I'm so tender-hearted I can't even go deer hunting. I just couldn't think of killing them sweet little deers with the sad eyes. Ask Verge.
I ain't interested.
You ain't?
No, and furthermore, I think you're a louse for coming over here and talking while your friends try to play the guitar.
Talk like you thought more of Verge than you do with me.
Would you go away and leave me alone?
Jerry, did I tell you about my color television with the 13-inch screen?
13 million times. Now go away.
Skies are not cloudy all day.
Well, play us another.
No more just now. I'm ready to see the rest of you do something.
Well, she cares how tender I am.
That was swell, Virgil. Are you ready?
I consider myself so.
Will you be our prompter?
Kind of funny writing, but I'll try.
Gee, what will we use as a balcony?
That offers a problem.
So what is these folks are going to do, Verge?
Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare.
Shakespeare?
Pay attention to this Romeo guy. He's a great lover. Maybe you'll pick up some pointers.
I'm ready. Sorry.
But soft, but light, through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness a playing of the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. Dr. Gerald Lemon will portray Romeo, and I'll be playing Juliet. My name is Elma Duckworth. The scene is the orchard of the Capulets' house in Verona, Italy. This counter is supposed to be a balcony. Okay.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks, it is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo! Wherefore art
Arise,
thou,
fair
Romeo?
sun, and kill
Deny
the
thy father and
envious.
refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold.
Bold, he's drunk.
'Tis not to me she speaks, two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return.
Ay me!
Oh, speak again, bright angel, thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, upon the white upturned wandering
understand all them
eyes
words,
of virtues
It's
that
Romeo
fall
and
back
Juliet,
to
for
gaze
God's sakes,
upon
will you
him
shut up?
when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not to Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh,
Call
be-
me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself.
Because it is an enemy to thee.
My name is hateful to myself.
Dr. Lyman, what's the matter?
Dear girl, let us not continue this meaningless little act.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you couldn't possibly do something wrong if you tried.
I can try to say the lines differently.
Don't just tell your audience Romeo suddenly is fraught with remorse.
Word, that's the way to make love. I give up.
I'm afraid he isn't feeling well.
I tried to prompt him, miss.
Well, we have one more number. Are you ready?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next number is Mademoiselle Sherry, the international chanteuse from the Blue Dragon nightclub in Kansas City. Sherry,
Remember, I don't allow no table service during my numbers.
okay.
That old white magic has me in its spell. That old white magic that you weave so well.
Ain't she beautiful, Verge? Let me get her, Verge. I made up my mind. I said I was gonna get myself a gal. That's the only reason I entered that rodeo, and I ain't taking no for an ownership. Everything I ever wanted in this life, I went out and I got. I ain't gonna stop now. I'm gonna get her, Verge.
You ain't got the manners God gave a monkey.
Jerry!
If I was a man, I'd beat the living daylights out of you, and that's what some man's gonna do someday, and I hope I'm here to see it.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Dr. Lyman? Dr. Lyman?
He's in a pretty bad way, miss. Help me get him on the stool.
I was telling Verge I love you. Ain't got no right to come over and slap me.
Leave me be.
We're gonna go down and wake up the justice of the peace. You're gonna marry me tonight. Shut up! I'll make you a good husband. I'll have nothing to be sorry about.
Put her down, cowboy.
Get out of my way.
You're gonna do as I say.
I can have no one interfere in my ways.
Oh, no, you can't pick a fight with the
By
sheriff.
God, mister, there ain't no man ever got the best of me, and there ain't no man ever gonna.
I'm ready and willing to try, cowboy. Come on.
I know this was gonna happen. I know it all along.
Gee, I better call Grace.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, Grace, they're fighting on us. It's also Sunday.
Let's see. Oh, I never wanted to cause so much trouble to anyone. Wow, looks like Will's getting the best of him.
Oh, yep, I'll put my money on Will Masters any day. He's got it up here. Oh, look at that cowboy, just swinging out wild. He's green.
I don't want to watch anymore.
Oh, God, I love a good fight. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Give me an old uppercut. That'll do it every time. What I tell you, the cowboy's down. Will's putting the handcuffs on him now.
We'll give him first aid. He always does.
Gotta admit he had it coming.
Oh, glad they settled it outside. Remember last time we had a fight in here? I had to put in a new window. Whew.
It takes strong men and women to love. People strong enough to love inside themselves without humiliation. People big enough to grow with their love and live inside a whole wide new dimension. People brave enough to bear the responsibility of being loved and not fear it as a burden. I never had the generosity to love, to give of my own private self to another, for I was weak. I felt the gift would somehow lessen me. Me! Romeo, Romeo, I am disgusting.
Dr. Lyman,
Don't bother, dear girl. Don't ever bother with a foolish old man like me.
you're not a foolish old man. I like you more than anyone I've ever known.
I'm flattered, dear girl, and pleased, but you're young. In a few years, you'll grow from a girl into a woman. A kind, thoughtful, loving, intelligent woman who could only pity me. For I am a child, a drunken, unruly child, and I have nothing in my heart to give to a true woman.
Let me get you something to make you feel better.
No, no, I shall seek the icy comfort of the restroom.
Elma, honey, what's wrong? What's he saying to you?
Miss, would you help us, please? The sheriff said if you don't hold charges against Bo, he'll let him out to get back on the bus, if it ever leaves.
So he can come back here and start mauling me
He
again?
won't do that anymore, miss, I promise.
You promise. How about him?
You can trust him now, I think.
That's what I thought before, nothing doing. He grabs a hold of a girl and kisses her like he was Napoleon.
If he would have known I told you this, he'd never forgive me. But you're the first gal he ever made love to at all.
I sure don't believe that.
It's true. He's as shy as a rabbit.
My God.
So just take my advice and don't meet him in Topeka or anyplace else.
I won't, Grace. But honest, I don't think he meant any harm. He just drinks a little too much. Dr. Lemon, are you all right?
I'm an old man. I'm very weary.
Let him sleep it off, honey. It's all you can do.
Grace, for Christ's sake, who puked all over the back house?
God!
Come on, Virgil, let's go.
I'm sure glad you're gonna help, miss.
But if you're telling me a fib just to get him out of jail, I'll never forgive you.
It's no fib. You're the first gal he ever made love to at all.
Well, I sure ain't never had that on her before.
Still dead.
I'll be glad when y'all get out of here and I can go to bed. I'm tired.
Kind of glad the highway was blocked tonight.
Yeah,
Gave us a chance to become kind of acquainted, didn't it?
kinda.
Just pulling in here 3 times a week and pulling out again in 20 minutes. I was left just wondering what you was like, Grace.
I was wondering about you too, Carl.
You did?
Yeah, but you needn't go blabbing to the other drivers.
Why, what makes you think I go blab about
Oh,
us?
shoot. I know how you men talk when you get together. Worse than women.
Well, not me, Grace.
I certainly don't want the other drivers on this route. Some of them especially. I'm getting the idea I'm going to serve them any more than what they can order over the counter.
Sure, I get you. But you kind of like me, didn't you, Grace?
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah?
You know what I first liked about you, Carl? Was your hands. I like a man with big hands.
Oh, Grace, you got everything, baby.
Well, the highway trucks just stopped by. Say it won't be very long now.
I hope so.
Everything peaceful?
Yes, Will.
Cowboy, you're holding a grudge against me. I think you ought to ask yourself what you did done in my place. Couldn't let you carry out that little lady when she didn't want to go, could I? Could I?
I don't feel like talking, mister.
Well, I couldn't. I think you might also remember that this little lady, if she wanted to, could press charges and send you to the penitentiary for a violation of the Mann Act.
The what act?
The Mann Act. You took a woman across state lines against her will.
That'd be a serious charge, Bo.
I loved her.
Now, that don't make no difference.
Man's got the right to the things he loves.
Not unless he deserves them, cowboy.
I'm a hard-working man. I own me my own ranch. I got $6,000 in the bank.
A man don't deserve the things he loves unless he can be a little humble about getting them.
I ain't gonna get down on my knees and beg.
Being humble ain't the same as being wretched. I had to learn that too, cowboy. I wasn't quite as old as you. I stole horses instead of women. You can sell horses. One day, I stole a horse off the wrong man. Reverend Hezekiah Pearson. Never thought I'd get mine from any preacher. He was very fair. He gave me every chance to set myself clear. But I wouldn't admit the horse was his. Finally, he did what he had to do. He threshed me within an inch of my life. I never forgot. It's the first time in my life that I had to admit I was wrong. I was miserable. Finally, after a few days, I decided the only thing to do was to admit to the man how I felt about things. Then I felt different about the whole thing. I joined his church. We was bosom pals till he died a few years ago. As he does, I asked him,
Not yet, Sheriff.
now why should you be so scared?
Who says I'm scared?
Gave me a promise, didn't you?
I'm gonna do it if y'all just give me time.
But I warn you, it ain't gonna do no good unless you really mean it.
I'll mean it.
All right then, go ahead.
Miss, I want to apologize
What for?
for causing such a commotion.
Oh, you needn't apologize to me, cowboy. I like a good fight. You are welcome in Grace's Diner anytime. I mean anytime.
Thank you, miss. I must have acted like a hoodlum. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right.
Thank you.
I'm awfully sorry we never got to see your rope tricks.
Oh, that ain't much. I've got to wake up the professor to apologize to him.
You can overlook the professor.
I can't do it. Oh, I just can't do it.
Why not?
She'd have no respect for me now. She'd have seen me beat.
You gave me a word, and you owe that girl an apology, whether you got beat or not. And you're gonna give it to her, or I'm not letting you back on that bus.
Go on, Bo, go on.
Well, I guess I'll try. Jerry,
Yeah?
it wasn't right of me to treat you the way he did, drag you onto the bus trying to get you to marry me whether you wanted to or not. Think you could ever forgive me?
I guess I've been treated worse in my life.
Sherry, I got you here, so I think I ought to get you back in good style. So take this.
Did the sheriff make you do this?
No, by God. He didn't say nothing about giving you money.
That was his idea, miss. But I think it's a good one.
You don't have to give me this much, Bo.
I want you to have it.
Thanks. I can sure use it.
And Sherry, I wish you good luck. Honest, I do.
I wish you the same, Bo.
Well, guess that's all there is to be said. So long.
So long.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it, son?
What breaking wild horses have to do with you?
How's your headache, Grace?
Huh?
A while back you said you had a headache.
Oh, it's fine now, Will.
Did you have a nice walk, Carl?
Sure. Yeah.
I think you better go upstairs, because somebody took your overshoes and left them outside the door of Grace's apartment.
Nosy old snoot.
I'll have a cup of coffee, Grace, and one of those sweet rolls.
Come on over to the counter now, Bo. Have a bite of breakfast.
No, I ain't hungry, Birch.
A cup of coffee, maybe.
I couldn't get it down.
What's the matter? You should be feeling pretty good. Sheriff let you go.
I should have stayed in jail.
Now, what kind of talk is that? The bus will be leaving in a little bit, and we'll be back to the ranch in a couple of days.
I don't care if I ever see that dang ranch again.
Bo, you worked half your life earning the money to build it up.
It's the loneliest damn place I ever did see.
Well, I never thought so.
I feel like going back to a graveyard.
Bo, I heard Hank and Orville talking about the new school mom. She's living over at the Stebbins. They say she's a looker.
I ain't interested in no school mom.
Give yourself time, Bo. You're young. You'll have lots of gals to love. And they'll love you, too.
I want Cherry.
Oh, Bo.
Go get yourself something to eat, Birch.
Oh my God! Lights are up! Grace's Diner? It is! Alright, I'll tell him. Roads are cleared, but you're gonna have to put on your chains because the roads are awful slick.
Damn. Road's clear, folks. Bus will be ready to leave as soon as I get the chains on. That'll take about 20 minutes. Unless someone wants to help me.
I'll help you, Carl.
Bo,
Yeah?
I just want to tell you something, Bo. It's kind of personal and kind of embarrassing too. But I ain't the kind of girl you thought I was.
What do you mean, Cherry?
Well, I guess some people say I've led a real wicked life. I guess I have.
What are you talking about?
Well, I figured since you found me at the Blue Dragon, you took it for granted I had other boyfriends for you.
You had it?
Yes, Bo. Quite a few.
The Virgin told me that, but I wouldn't believe.
It's true. So you see, I ain't the kind of gal you want at all.
Dr. Lyman? Dr. Lyman?
Where am I? Oh, it's you, dear girl. What a sweet awakening.
How do you feel?
That is not a polite question. How long have I been asleep here?
A couple of hours.
Sometimes nature blesses me with a total blackout. I seem to remember absolutely nothing after we started our performance. How were we?
Marvelous.
I'm glad. Now I will have a cup of that coffee you were trying to force on me last night.
All right. Can I fix you something to eat?
No, nothing to eat.
Oh, but Dr. Lyman, you must eat something, really.
Must I?
Yes, please.
Very well. For your sweet sake, I'll have a hard-boiled egg, a piece of toast, some orange juice. But I'm doing this for you, mind you, only for you.
Oh, I'm gonna go out and help that driver with his chains. You stay here and take care of that hand.
Cherry? Would I be molesting you if I said something?
No.
Well, since you brought the subject up, you was the first gal I ever had anything to do with. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but I said it.
I never would have guessed it, Bo.
You see, I lived all my life on a ranch, and I didn't know much about women, because they're different from men.
Well, naturally.
Anytime I got around one, I started to feel scared, and I didn't know what to do with myself. It was aggravating.
You wasn't scared with me, Bo.
When I walked into that nightclub place, he was singing, he smiled at me, and he winked at me a couple times, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I guess I'm kind of green, but no gal's ever done that to me before. So I thought you would sing his songs just for me.
You did kind of attract me, Bo.
Anyway, he was just so cute and kind of warm-hearted and sweet. I thought I could love him. And I did.
Oh, you think you really did love me?
Well, Cherry, I couldn't be familiar with a gal I didn't love.
Bus headed west, all aboard. Next stop, Topeka.
How you feeling now, cowboy?
It's the happiest spirit that was ever born.
Just because you ain't happy now doesn't mean you won't be happy tomorrow. Feel like shaking hands now?
Go
Well,
ahead, Bo, he's just trying to be friendly.
I don't mind.
Just want you to remember that there's no hard feelings. So long.
So long.
Going home now, Grace. I'll see you Monday.
So long, Will.
Thanks for helping me, Will. I'll be pulling out as soon as I make out the reports.
Montana's not a bad place, miss.
He's a nice fella, Bo.
Maybe I think so someday.
Well, I guess maybe we better be boarding
Cherry?
the bus.
I promise not to molest you, but if you give me your permission, it'd be all right. I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
You would? I'd like you to kiss me, Bo. I really would.
Get off!
I think this time when you kiss me, it ought to be different.
Oh. Well. get someone for serious, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
Don't look like he's molesting her now.
I could tell you with all honesty that that was the most delicious breakfast I've ever eaten. But it wouldn't be much of a compliment because I've eaten very few breakfasts.
It's my favorite meal.
Dear girl, let us give up our little spree, shall we? You don't want to go traipsing over the streets of the state's capital with an old reprobate like me.
Whatever you say.
I shall continue my way to Denver. I'm sure it's best.
Anyway, I've certainly enjoyed knowing you.
Thank you. Sometimes it is so gratifying to feel that one is doing the right thing. I wonder that I don't choose to always.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm just rambling. You know, while I'm in the vicinity of Topeka, perhaps I should stop at that hospital and seek some advice.
Sometimes their patients come in here. They look perfectly all right to me.
Yes, well, friends have been suggesting to me for quite a while that I should be psychoanalyzed. I don't know whether they have my best interest at heart or their own.
Golly, I see nothing the matter with you.
Young people never do. However, I don't think I choose to be psychoanalyzed. I'd rather cherish myself as I am. Goodbye, dear girl. You are the loveliest Juliet since Miss Jane Powell.
Thank you, Dr. Lyman. I feel it's been an honor to know you. You're the smartest man I've ever met.
The smartest?
Really, you are.
Yes, I am terribly smart. Wouldn't it have been nice to have been intelligent?
You know what I heard about the professor? The detective in Kansas, first bus terminal in Kansas City. It was a buddy. He pointed the professor out before he got on the bus. You know what he said? He said the police in Kansas City picked the professor up for loitering around schools.
Honest?
Yeah. Then they checked his record and found he'd been in trouble several times for getting involved with young girls.
Oh my God! Did you tell Will?
Sure, I told him. They ain't got anything on the professor now, so there's nothing Will could do. What gets me is, why does he call himself a doctor? Is he some kind of phony?
No, Carl. He's a doctor of philosophy.
What's that?
It's the very highest degree there is for scholarship.
You'd think you'd have enough philosophy to stay out of trouble.
Sorry to see me go, baby.
No, I told you. I'm tired.
Well, sometimes I get to thinking, what the hell good is marriage where you have to put up with the same broad every day and look at her in the morning and try to get along with her when she's got a bad disposition? This way suits me just fine.
I got no complaints either, Carl. Incidentally, Carl, are you married?
Now, who said I was married, Grace? Who said it? You just tell me and I'll fix it.
Relax, relax. I'll see you day after tomorrow.
You might get surprised what can happen in 20 minutes. All aboard.
He never did say whether he was married.
Cherry,
Yeah?
I've been talking it over with my buddy. He thinks I'm virgin enough for the two of us.
Honest? Did Virgil say that?
Yeah. And I like you just like you are. So I don't care how you got that way.
God, it's the sweetest, tenderest thing that ever was said to me.
Cherry, it's awful hard for a fella, after he's been turned down once, to get up enough guts
Oh,
to...
you don't need guts, Bo.
I don't?
It's the last thing in the world you need.
Well, I ain't got none now. So I'm just gonna have to say what I feel in my heart.
Yeah.
I still wish you was going back to the ranch with me. More than anything I know.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I'd go anywhere in the world with you now, Bo. Anywhere at all.
You would? You would?
I knew this was gonna happen all the time.
Gee, I didn't.
You hear that, Bird? Yahoo! We're getting married. She's going back with me after all.
Ain't it wonderful when someone so awful turns out to be so nice? We're getting married. I'm going to Montana.
Hey, all aboard for Christ's sake.
Come on, Bird, you old raccoon. Let's get going.
Listen to me for a second.
Come on, doggone. You're wasting up time. Let's get
Will you
going.
be quiet just for a minute? You've got to hear me. You don't need me anymore, Bo. I'm not going.
You wait, what?
I ain't going with you.
What do you know about that?
It's best I don't.
It's just one blank catastrophe after another.
I got this other job in mind where the feed's mighty good and I'll be looking after the cattle. I meant to tell you about it for this.
I can't believe you leave your old sidekick. You're joking, man.
I ain't joking, Bo. I ain't.
I'll be.
Virgil, I wish you'd come with us. Well, I liked you before I ever liked Bo.
You know Cherry likes it, Verge. It just don't make no sense you not coming along.
I'm doing the right thing. I know I am.
Who's gonna take care of the cattle?
Hey, every bit as good as I ever was.
Oh, Verge, I don't know why you have to go pull a stunt like this.
That driver's not gonna wait all day, Bo. You best get going.
Doggone it, you're my buddy. And I ain't gonna let you stay. You're coming along because we want you to. Now let's go.
Bo, let me go.
Oh, you can't do it like that. You just can't. If you don't want to go, you can't make him.
But it just don't make no sense in the world, Cherry. It's plumb crazy.
Sometimes people got their own reasons, though.
Oh. I just couldn't think of getting along with that old Verge.
In a couple of weeks, you forget all about me. Now get on with
Oh,
you.
Verge.
Get on with
Virgil,
you.
will you come and visit us, Virgil?
I'll be up in the summer.
Where are you gonna be, Verge?
I'll send you the address. No time to give it to you right now. It's a nice place. Mighty nice. Now go on and get on your bus.
So long, old boy. So long.
Bye, Bo. Bye.
Come on, Cherry. Let's make it fast.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
We're closing now, mister. Mel and me are gonna get any rest. We won't be open again until 8 a.m. when the day girl comes on. Next bus through is Albuquerque at 8:45.
Albuquerque? Good a place as any, I suppose.
Poor Dr. Lyman.
Say, did you hear what Carl told me about that guy?
No, what was it, Grace?
Well, according to Carl, they run him out of Kansas City.
I don't believe it.
Honey, Carl got it straight from the detective at the bus terminal.
What did Dr. Lyman do?
Well, there's some old fogies like him just can't let young girls alone. So it's a good thing you didn't meet him in Topeka.
You don't think he wanted to make love to me?
I don't think he meant to play hopscotch.
Gee,
So if any other guy ever comes in here and starts getting fresh with you, come tell your Aunt Grace.
I guess I'm kind of stupid.
Oh, we all gotta learn. Now, Monday, for sure, I gotta order some cheese.
I'll remind you.
Elma, honey,
Yes?
I could just kill Will Masters for saying anything about me and Carl. I didn't want you to know.
I don't see why I shouldn't know, Grace. I don't want to be a baby forever.
Oh, of course you don't, but still, you're a kid and I don't want to set no bad examples or anything, so you think you could overlook it and not think bad of me?
Sure, Grace.
Because I'm a restless sort of woman, and every once in a while I just got to have me a man just to keep myself from getting grouchy.
That's not my business, Grace. Just think. You want to make loved me.
Oh, now, don't start getting stuck on yourself.
I'm not, Grace. It's just nice to know someone can feel that way.
You don't need to worry. Just wait till you get to college and meet all those cute boys.
All right, I will.
You can run along home now, honey. All I gotta do is empty the garbage.
Okay.
Night.
Good night, Grace. See you Monday.
We're close
It
now.
was hold on. It was very nice knowing you, Virgil, and I just loved your music.
Well, thank you, miss. Good night.
We're closing now, mister.
Is there any place warm I can stay till the morning?
I don't know where you could go now the police station's closed. Well, unless you want to take the chance of waking the man that runs the hotel.
No, I don't want to be in any trouble.
Oh, there's a bus to Kansas City in a few minutes. I'll put the sign up and they'll stop.
No thanks. No point of going back there.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. But I just don't, I guess you're just left out in the cold.
I guess that's what happens to some people.